Hey, you in trouble with the wrong people? Your bookie, your barber, your mother? Come on down to Mikey's Witness Protection Warehouse, where we hide you so good, even you won't find yourself. We got disguises for every situation. You want to vanish like a Vegas debt collector? Boom, we got the Gone in 60 Seconds special. Need a fresh start? We'll hook you up with a fake passport, a new name, and a job at a cannoli stand in Toledo. Frankie Two Forks. I was Frankie Two Forks. Now I'm Larry the Plumber. Nobody suspects nothing, except maybe my accent. All our services come with a lifetime warranty or until the feds catch you, whichever comes first. Big Tony. Hey Mike, what about witness relocation for pets? Tony, no one's looking for your goldfish, all right? Mikey's Witness Protection Warehouse, hide smart, not hard. Call today and mention the code word "forget about it" for a free burner phone and 2 fake IDs. Mikey's Witness Protection Warehouse is not affiliated with the U.S. government, the FBI, or anyone with actual authority. Side effects may include new accents, strange relatives, and sudden urges to start over in Tampa. So don't wait. Disappear today and tell him Mikey sent you. Actually, don't tell him nothing. Mikey's Witness Protection Warehouse. We'll make you a nobody, professionally.
Boss, what the fuck you doing in there, you prick?
Tony Provenzano, the union enforcer. The man who made the Teamsters bleed. A Pizzaverse historical documentary. Written by Bambi Palermo, narrated by Vincent DiPrio. The man in the sharkskin suit. Now let me tell you something, kids. Back in the 50s and 60s, the mob wasn't just on the streets. They were in the unions. They ran the trucks, the docks, the warehouses, every inch of American muscle that kept the country moving. And the man running the East Coast end of that operation, Anthony Tony Provenzano. He wasn't some corner thug. He was a Teamster boss, a killer with a handshake, and a businessman who could make a strike disappear faster than a witness. He was short, stocky, loud, but dangerous. The kind of guy who could smile while ordering your burial. They said he wore his temper like a medal. He wasn't just feared, he was respected. Born in the shadows of Jersey, Tony Pro was born in 1917 in New Jersey blue-collar family, immigrant grit. He came up hauling freight, working long hours, and fighting for a dime raise that never came. But Tony wasn't made to take orders, he was made to give them. By his late 20s, he'd worked his way up through Teamsters Local 560, based out of Union City. He was a natural leader, loud, confident, and ruthless. You needed something done, Tony got it done. He made friends with everybody, union reps, cops, wise guys, judges, even priests. He had that old-school charisma, kiss the babies, threaten the fathers. By the 1950s, he was vice president of the local, and behind the scenes, he was already dealing with the mob. The business of brotherhood. You see, the Teamsters weren't just about truck drivers, they were about control. Control of money, control of votes, control of muscle. Tony Pro saw the union as a gold mine, and the mob saw him as their man inside. He worked with the Genovese crime family, turning Local 560 into a mafia franchise. You wanted a union card, Tony approved it. You wanted a contract, Tony got his cut. You didn't want to play ball, then maybe your tires got slashed, or worse, you disappeared. He called himself a man of the people. Yeah, the people who paid him. But to his credit, he did deliver. He raised wages, got benefits, and made sure his members stayed loyal. Fear and Respect, the Tony Pro double feature. The alliance with Hoffa. Now here's where things get spicy. In the 1950s, Tony Pro caught the attention of James R. Hoffa, the rising star of the Teamsters, the man who'd become one of the most powerful figures in American labor history. Hoffa saw in Tony a kindred spirit, tough, ambitious, and unafraid to bend the rules. Together they turned the Teamsters into a shadow government. They controlled pension funds worth hundreds of millions money that flowed through banks, construction companies, and casinos. Vegas was built in part with Teamster money. And Tony Pro, he was Hoffa's right hand in Jersey. He kept the money flowing, the workers quiet, and the mob happy. But like any partnership built on power, it was destined to fall apart. The breakup. By the 1960s, cracks started showing. Hoffa went to prison for bribery. Tony Pro got busted for extortion. And when Hoffa came out in the 70s, he wanted his throne back, but the mob had moved on. Tony had thrown his weight behind Frank Fitzsimmons, Hoffa's replacement, who was easier to control. So when Hoffa came knocking for loyalty, Tony told him to take a walk. That didn't go over well. They met a few times, tried to make peace, but the meetings ended in shouting, threats, and bad blood. Hoffa even told friends, "Tony Pro's gonna be the death of me." Turns out he wasn't wrong. The disappearance of Jimmy Hoffa. July 30th, 1975, Hoffa disappears from the parking lot of the Marcus Red Fox restaurant in Detroit. Never seen again. No body, no witnesses, no proof. But every trail leads back to Tony Pro and his mob allies in the Genovese family. They were supposed to meet that day, Hoffa, Tony, and another mobster, Tony Jack Giacalone. Tony Pro, of course, claimed innocence. He said, "If I had something to do with it, you'd never find out anyway." And he was right, they never did. The FBI's top theory? Hoffa was lured to a meeting, strangled in the back of a car, cremated or buried under concrete. The why? Simple. He was threatening to expose the mob's infiltration of the Union. Tony Pro couldn't let that happen. So they made him vanish. Like a ghost in broad daylight. The downfall. By the late 1970s, Tony's luck ran out. He got convicted for labor racketeering, extortion, and fraud. In 1979, the feds finally caught him on tape, shaking down trucking companies and selling union contracts for cash. He did time in federal prison, same joint where Hoffa once served. Irony, huh? He tried to act like a folk hero telling jokes, handing out cigars, but the old charm was gone. He'd built an empire on loyalty, and now everyone was flipping to save themselves. He once bragged, "I got more loyalty in my pinky than Washington's got in the whole damn Capitol." Yeah, well, loyalty don't mean much when you're eating off a metal tray. The final ride. Tony Pro died in 1988 in a federal prison in California. Heart attack, age 71. No last words, no redemption arc. Just silence. But his shadow never left. Even now, whenever somebody mentions Jimmy Hoffa, Tony Pro's name comes up, 'cause deep down everybody knows who signed that death warrant. He wasn't a boss. He wasn't a hitman. He was something worse, a politician with a mobster's soul. The Union and the underworld. Tony Pro blurred the line between labor and La Cosa Nostra. He showed the world how organized crime didn't just live in alleys and casinos. It lived in boardrooms, contracts, and pension funds. He made the mafia legitimate, at least on paper. And in doing so, he turned the Teamsters into the most powerful criminal organization in the country. They say the mob's about power. Nah, it's about access. And Tony Pro, he had the keys to the kingdom. Word to the wise. Power ain't about muscles or guns, it's about who you can reach. Tony Provenzano was proof that the biggest hustlers wear suits, not ski masks. He built his empire one handshake at a time and lost it the same way. In the end, the same thing that made him strong loyalty was what buried him. This has been a Pizzaverse Studios historical documentary, written by Bambi Palermo. If you love true power stories, the kind where the Union Hall's just another crime scene, hit that subscribe button. Cupcakes. 'Cause around here, we don't rewrite history, we excavate it. Thanks for watching.
When I go into that ground, I won't go quietly. I'm bringing my crown. When I go into that ground, oh, they gotta bury me face down. From the rubble, what do I see? There's a whole damn army thinking that they're gonna harm me, saying that I'll never get free. Oh, I got troubles, they won't let me be. But I won't get tired, set the town on fire till my troubles got trouble with me. Thinking that they've won, it's only just begun. When I go into that ground, I won't go quietly. I'm bringing my crown. And when I go into that ground, oh, they gotta bury me face down. I've been on the run since I was a boy, but now I'm done running, got another thing coming. Watch my enemies get destroyed. Oh, I got troubles of more than one kind, but I never sleep. Gotta bury me 6 feet deep where the sun don't shine. Thinking that they've won, it's only just begun. When I go into that ground, I won't go quietly. I'm bringing my crown. And when I go into that ground, oh, they gotta bury me face down. I've been counted out, left for dead, wanted with a bounty on my head. But somehow, someway, I'ma keep moving along. Been counted out, left for dead, wanted with a bounty on my head. But somehow, someway, I'ma keep moving along. Thinking that they've won, it's only just